bad bitch.
Make sure you guys check out her website. I'll leave it down below where you can, purchase this and support a black-owned business, sis. We already know. So this palette has 12 different pigmented shades. It has your mattes and transition colors, and then it has your bright pigmented foily colors. So I'm starting off with this kind of brick color shade, and I'm just packing that in, using that as the transition color. Then I'm going in with a lighter brown shade. This is kind of like a tan, and I'm just buffing out the edges of that brick brown that we put down. And I'm just kind of like smoothing the colors together so it gets that kind of like blown out look or whatever. Then I'm going in with this black shade, and I'm just putting just a tiny bit, because if you put too much black, like, girl, your look is over with and it's like dark. And let me tell y'all, I learned from experience, so you just need a tiny bit on this brush, especially with this palette because it's so pigmented, girl. And so once that's all complete, I did go in with the ColourPop concealer in the lightest shade, Fair 02, and I'm going ahead and carving out my crease right there. And once you pack that on there, just go ahead and look up like so, and then you have, trace the lines like trace the lines like we used to do. Okay, don't mind my dog. Richard is barking because he misses Asia, so if you guys hear that throughout the video, I'm so sorry. And then I'm going in with that same brown shade, and I'm just blending the edges. So this look I was gonna do a cut crease, but I decided to do a half cut crease. So I'm just blending that area in, making sure that it's like nice and blended. And then I'm going in with, just like I said, just another tiny bit of black, and I'm blending that, to make that a little deeper. So now for the lid area, I'm going in with this bright color and just packing that on. This is called a packing brush. I think I got it from my BoxyCharm, so yeah, that's the one I'm using. And I'm just packing that color on, and you just want to pack it until, like, dig into that pan, if that makes sense. And then I'm going in with this, Richard, what are you doing? I had to hold this boy while I'm filming. Now I'm going in with this kind of bronze petally metal color, and I'm packing that all over also, and then just kind of like blending those two together. So then for today's liner, I'm using the e.l.f. liquid liner. This is in the color charcoal, and I'm just going ahead and creating a liner just to, fancy things up a little bit more. Then I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to apply to my lashes. Today's lashes came from Glamour Vault, and they're in the style Bad Gal. And make sure you use my code Nizzy15 for money off. Then I'm going in with the Cover FX glitter drops. I live for these. I have to put this under every look because it just makes you shine bright like a diamond. Nah, but for real. And then I'm buffing that on my skin, like make sure that it's like all over. And then I used two foundations today. I just was trying to, I like to switch stuff up. So I used the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the color Warm Mahogany, and then I used, I don't know what that one is. I know that's Maybelline Super Stay. I will leave the number down in the description box. My bad. Today's concealer, I am using the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just going ahead and contouring my face, and I'm just going ahead and applying that under the under eye area, and that's kind of how I have it. And I'm just gonna buff it in and making sure that I'm like doing a pat stroke technique and not smearing. So you want to pat and not smear. Then I'm going in with the Pretty Vulgar setting powder, and I'm just placing that everywhere that I put the highlight. This is just to make sure that like you don't get any creasing, because after a long day, them bags will start showing, girl. Let's be real. But no, for real. Then I'm dusting that off. I let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then I'm just blending that out. And for today's contour, I'm using the Black Radiance Contour Palette. I'm just going ahead and carving my cheekbones out. And this is my favorite palette to use as of right now. Like, love it. And I did go ahead and carve out and contour my nose, just so it can be snatched, you know, girls, snatched. Then for today's setting spray, I am using the e.l.f. Mist Setting Spray. And then for the highlight, girl, I was like, let me just test out one of these shades in the palette. Like, this palette was so A1, y'all. I even used the eyeshadow as a highlight. Like, look at that. Like, when you can do that, I'm sold. So, like, I love this palette. There was a bit of leave out and everything like that, but it wasn't, like, too bad or anything. And let me tell y'all, like, it blended so well. Like, I do recommend this. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you leave them down below in the description box. Thanks for watching.